So up next, proposals. Proposals. Does that scare you? Does that make you nervous?
No. I see it on Instagram every goddamn day.
Oh my gosh, same. And I hear it from my mother every day. When are you and Justin getting married?
Yeah, I hear it from her too.
We get it at all angles. All angles.
It's like the first thing. Instead of being like, hey, how are you guys? It's like, when are you getting married?
When are you proposing to my daughter? Yeah, so we know about the pressure to get married. My girlfriend, 25 female, repeatedly insists that I redo my proposal over and over. I'm running out of patience.
I'm with it.
I, 24 male, proposed to my girlfriend, 25 female, in late 2019 after 2 years together. Admittedly, now that I think back on it, it wasn't the most well thought out or planned proposal. It was mostly spontaneous and came as we were lying in bed together, so I didn't even have a ring at the time. At the time, my girlfriend said that she would love to marry me, but she had been looking forward to a more elaborate proposal. I assured her that I'd sort something out. A month later, after shopping for the perfect ring, I set up some candles when she was coming home one day. Think the Chandler Monica proposal in Friends, and asked her again. Well, my girlfriend loved the ring, thankfully, and teared up with happiness. She said that she really appreciated my effort, but what she meant by elaborate was something original that she could tell our kids about one day. She mentioned the name of one of her friends whose boyfriend, we both know, proposed by making a huge video montage of their time together and putting it on a projector. I decided to start over, and in February I planned a 3-night trip away in our favorite city. This time I spared no expense and ordered all the extras: a 5-star hotel, a photographer, an opera quartet. When I asked her to marry me, my girlfriend said yes, and I thought all was well. Except when we were alone again, she gently told me that she didn't think now was the right time.
Of course.
And she was so worried about her future / COVID-19 and that a proposal now wouldn't be a good memory for her. Since then, I've carried the ring around with me almost everywhere. At this point, I've even tried to involve my girlfriend in some of the proposal planning, asking where, when, how she'd like us to get engaged, and what would make her happy. However, all she has told me is that she doesn't know exactly what she's looking for, and I'll know when the right proposal comes.
Okay.
From my perspective, this is hugely frustrating, since in all other respects, she's assured me she wants us to begin our lives together. Last week, I thought I'd bite the bullet again, and after cooking her a homemade meal, I asked her if she'd like to be my wife. She asked me if I was trying to propose, and I asked her what was wrong with that. Once more, she told me that she can't wait to marry me, but it still wasn't quite the proposal she needed. Honestly, at this point, I'm frustrated. I realize that my girlfriend might come off as pushy or high maintenance in this post, but I love her very much, and in day-to-day life, she's honestly the most understanding, chill person to be around. However,
oh, really?
Hey. However, I don't understand why she's acting this way and what I'm supposed to do to satisfy her with the perfect proposal at this point. I'm confused and running out of patience. How do I deal with this?
Okay, does she want to get married? Can she not wait? I don't know. First of all,
First proposals were
I'm on her side, okay? I'm on her side at the beginning. First proposal,
trash.
in bed, dumb.
Trash.
Then you come back and try to redo it and be like, candles and shit at the house, dumb. Chandler, Monica, I don't care,
Fuck
dumb.
you, Monica.
Friends, no.
Unless that's your thing.
Okay, yeah, our thing is we love to go home and light candles and sit in a room. Like, no, that's not a cool proposal. Come on. Maybe in some super special circumstance. Dumb. Then your boy goes out. He puts together the perfect trip, spares no expense.
Yeah.
Does it. And yes, I think at some point you can overdo it and have it too staged where it's like, okay, no, you didn't. the picture wasn't right. Go back and like get on your knee again. Like, no, that's dumb too. But if he put it all together, special trip, did it in a meaningful place, and made it right, and then she says yes, there you go. Done. Proposal done. Then it's just like not the right time. No, there's not a not there. Okay.
Oh, there's definitely not right times.
I can't wait to marry you. I cannot wait to get to that step.
She's definitely sending very mixed signals. Very.
Yeah, so I don't know if she does, because you get the perfect proposal and it's just kind of like not the right timing. It's just not right. Come on.
I have a hard time with proposals though that are so public and like put on like that. Like I would like something very, very intimate, just nice, special, beautiful, but I don't want an entourage looking on. I think that's a lot of pressure, and that's probably why she said
right,
yes.
It's like doing it in the middle of a restaurant or some shit.
Yeah, like I saw a TikTok of a girl getting proposed to in the center of Times Square.
And you're kind of like...
And you're just cringing on the inside. And she was literally like...
Because you have to play the part. There's so many people there.
This girl was a baddie, and she walked away in the center of Times Square. And it's like, don't propose in a public space where people feel pressure to say yes.
Well, in Times Square, dumb. That's dumb.
No, Times Square would be really...
What's the meaning of Times Square besides a place that everyone goes when they go to New York, which I don't understand?
Well, you lived there. It's different for you. Times Square is incredible for millions of people.
Just a bunch of billboards, advertisements.
But it's a big metropolitan area.
I get that.
Like,
I get it.
It's so special. I love Times Square. I think Times Square is really cool.
I'm not hating on Times Square for itself. I'm hating on Times Square for proposals. Come on.
But for some people, it might be magical. Just read the room.
That's like going to Minnesota and going to the biggest ball of yarn or whatever the dumb thing is and being like, I'm going to propose here because it's a cool place.
But for someone, that might be it.
Well, if your relationship was founded on yarn.
I'm just saying, like, read the room. Like, clearly this guy is not reading the room. He's not getting what his girlfriend wants. And it's not the right time. It's blah, 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 blah. I'm getting frustrated. Fucking talk to her.
Yeah, but then it becomes less fun because it's like, oh, let's plan at 2 p.m. on this Saturday. We're going to go to this place. And right when we get to the top.
Some people hate surprises and have anxiety, Justin.
But at some point, there's got to be some sort of like, oh my God, yes, like, yes, this is happening. That's not going to happen if it's like, let's plan out all the steps. That's like some Kardashian shit.
Well, I think at this point, after the 4-string opera, whatever, string quartet, I would have been like, you know what, babe?
That is a little showy.
That is very showy. Like, I still, like, I want it intimate, but I want a photographer in the bushes, just so you know. But I do think after that, I would have said, you know what? I love you. I've made my intentions very clear. Very clear. I don't know how I could make them more crystal for you. So now it is your turn. I've proposed to you 3 times, 2 of them somewhat shitty, 1 great one.
I don't know if anyone actually opens up their mind to that possibility, though.
The girl proposing?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a thing.
No, I definitely know it's a thing. I've seen it.
Yeah.
But I don't know in this guy's mind if he's clueless about what she wants.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to be like,
True.
You do it.
He is pretty clueless, but that's where I would draw the line. I'd be like, you know what? 3rd time was the charm for me, sweetie.
Yeah.
It is your turn now.
Well, I'd feel like that too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, okay, what now?
Yeah. Funny proposal story now that you all have like met my family, my brother and his wife, Amy. Amy like kind of gave Matt an ultimatum. They had been dating for 10 years. I'm sure he'll correct me on that. 9 years they were dating. And Amy was kind of like, okay, buddy, like now or never, like shit or get off the pot. And so Amy was like, if you don't propose by this date, I'm going to propose to you. And so Matt ended up proposing. Same thing. Like Amy was like about to be like, you know what? I'm over this. Like we've been together 9 years. Like, let's go, buddy. So, and it's a thing. Like, Apparently, it's a tradition. If you are a girl and want to propose, you should propose on leap year.
When's leap year?
Every 4 years, right?
But we just had one.
Well, you gotta wait then.
All right, so we're good.
Fuck. Okay, so some comments on the original. No, she doesn't get to make you jump through these bullshit hoops to get to her perfect proposal. I get wanting an actual proposal after the spontaneous, casual first one, but the second one should have been it. Candles? I don't know.
No.
No. Unless it's your thing. At this point, I would tell her that you have proposed as many times as you plan to propose, and either she wants to marry you
You plan to propose once.
or she doesn't. If she wants another proposal, she can either propose to you or she can find someone else to marry. If you keep doing this, your entire life will be filled with never being satisfied with anything you do.
True.
Someone else goes, exactly right. I'm frustrated reading this. I'd easily tell her it's her turn to propose since she's down 0 to 4 and then keep telling her to redo it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that getting engaged is huge, but it's also about who you're marrying, not about how they propose. If she's not happy with it, then maybe ask her straight up what the real deal behind it is, because it just sounds unreasonable to me. Talk to your partner, people. If you are clearly disconnecting, sit your fucking asses down and talk it out.
Yes, but with a proposal, I get after this many times, but initially with a proposal.
The first one was shit, though. You don't have a ring.
No.
Don't propose without a ring.
I already said, dumb.
Unless you're in a life or death situation, like you're skydiving and your parachute won't open. You're on a plane, your engine's going down. Like, make your intentions clear, if shit like that happens. But if you don't have a ring, don't propose.
Yeah, but this...
No, but let me add this. Some people don't like rings. Not everyone wants a wedding ring. Some people do bracelets and necklaces, but have some sort of token. I don't even care if it's a fucking flower.
Yeah.
Do something.
I mean, you see in the TV shows, like we just saw the other day, and the person's like, they're in just a really emotional moment. They're just like, marry me. It's like, all right, cool. That ain't real life, but maybe for some people that happens, sure.
What show is this? Oh, John B.
But it's like,
Outer Banks.
That might be right for certain people in certain moments, but I'm talking
Read
about
the
what I
room.
see. I'm talking about what my friends have done. I'm talking about my experience in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lay in bed, turn over one day and be like, will you marry me? Like, that's dumb, okay?
I'd say no.
Right, because it's dumb. So I think there needs to be an element of effort, and I think at the same time, from a guy's perspective, it's not necessarily a surprise. I think when you get to the point with someone where you're going to propose, I think there's some kind of understanding a little bit that, yes, we want to get married. When you get to that point of proposal, you kind of know that you both want to get married. Otherwise, it's a little awkward if you're just going to be like, marry me out of the blue. But
yes. Yeah, you guys
at
gotta
the
talk
same
about
time, the proposal itself, I just personally would never want it to be so meticulously planned out together. I want it to be somewhat of like, I don't know.
Surprise?
I just hate, it's like the same shit with gifts where it's like, I want to pick everything I'm getting. But at the same time, it's really nice to surprise someone. And it doesn't have to be a full surprise because you can know exactly what they want. But at the same time, you're not going to be like, I'm getting you this. So it's nice a little bit to be like, yes, we're on a mutual understanding. We want to get married. I would love for you to propose. But not to the point where it's like, you know exactly when, where, how. That just takes all the fun out of it, I think.
Yeah, for some. I don't know. I just have a lot of anxiety. I
know, but that
I hate not knowing what I'm getting for presents and
I want to plan you a surprise party.
Please don't. Please don't. So for the update, thank you to everybody for your advice. I actually wrote this post yesterday, but it was too soon to post an update. There are a lot of people calling my girlfriend a future bridezilla, and while my post may have made her seem demanding, I'd just like to clarify that she really is my best friend and a great person. There's no chance of us breaking up. Saying that, after thinking a lot about the responses I received, I decided to sit my girlfriend down and draw a line in the sand. I told her that after 4 proposals, I'm lost and confused as to what she wants, and if she has a dream proposal in mind, she has to tell me exactly what she wants so I can make this work. My girlfriend looked somewhat nervous at that, so I pushed her to communicate properly. She apologized again for not accepting my proposal earlier, but said that in 2019, she was still testing out our relationship, and so when I asked her to marry me, she said, try again, rather than yes, in the hope that I'd wait longer. From her perspective, while she had responded positively to the idea of marriage prior to this, it had still been too soon for a real engagement. I will admit that I'm not the best at reading social subtext if it's not stated directly, so I could have missed the implication when she asked for a different proposal. When I later asked her in February, she knew I was the one, but was telling the truth about being too anxious to consider marriage. She actually confessed that she's planning on proposing to me later this year, sometime around when we were planning to fly to my home country. She had been trying to keep it a surprise, but we've now agreed that it's better we're both on the same page when it comes to proposing. We've decided that we're both going to sit down and work together to make the proposal special for both of us.
Okay, fine. That's fine. All of that should have been in the original post. Like, just trying to stir up drama and all this shit, but
Happy ending though.
happy ending, but super boring. Sorry. Just terribly boring.
You're throwing me under the fucking bus.
No, it's just like, we're going to plan it out. And it's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like, that's boring. There's no element of just excitement, and not surprise is the wrong word, but just
Are you talking about me picking the story or about them?
this situation.
Them. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
The end result, though it's happy, is boring.
I think to each their own. They got to do what they got to do. But
That's fine, but just
I think they're just like, this story is the perfect example of like, if your communication isn't great in your relationship, take little chances and opportunities to make it better.
yeah.
Whether that's through couples therapy and just working on communication workshops, online videos that help better communication. Like, this could have been avoided with just talking to your partner after the first one. If she would have been honest with him after the first one and been like, you know what? I love you. I see a future with you. I see us getting married, but this is just a little too fast for me.
Yeah.
It
was too early.
was too soon. She could have avoided 3 other fucking proposals if she just would have said that. Communicate with your partners.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this one comes down
It's
to.
also hard though, because it's not that easy with these types of situations to communicate that clearly,
because proposals are supposed to be surprises.
and they're just supposed to be, they're not, I just feel like they're not supposed to be so meticulously planned.
No.
But it just seems like you, in her position at that time, you wouldn't. And at his position in that time, you wouldn't. It just doesn't feel like you would. It feels like if that happened on the first one, in a guy's mind, you're like, all right, we're going to try again. We're going to do this. We're going to go with this plan. And in her mind, you wouldn't be like, all right, yo, I'm going to propose. It's my turn. After the first, I don't know. It just seems like the time doesn't line up. And then obviously now at this point, they're to that level of communication. But early on, it
Finally,
just seems,
after 4 fucking proposals.
I know, but I don't know. I just see why. I can kind of see why it ended up going where it did.
Yeah, but it didn't need to. Like, life does not need to be this hard and complicated. And talking to partners can be very difficult in stressful situations like this. And to the point where proposals are supposed to be a surprise, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, but after the first proposal, if you get one and you're not ready, then clearly tell your partner, I'm not ready.
Right.
Don't let this person keep going time and time again.
Well, she kind of said try again.
She said try again, not I'm not ready.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
So in his mind, he's like, oh, well, this just wasn't it. Yeah, I fucked up. I proposed in bed.
Right. I should have put candles out.
Clearly. Oh, what did he say? Like, I will admit, I'm not the best at reading social subtext. Get
Yeah.
it. Everyone's on their own, wavelength of like social cues and common sense and all that fucking jazz. So I get it. And reading people's inner messages is hard. And I will say, I don't think this girl was sending any signals. Like, I don't think he was bad at reading a social subtext because I don't think she was giving any fucking cues, clues, anything. Like, she fucked up. She should have said, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
So happy ending. They'll now have a nice proposal that they plan together.
I want pictures.
I'm very frustrated by them. I'm very happy they figured it out and sorted it at the end of the day, but just talk to your fucking partner. I think that's one thing I always I kind of think about where I'm like, if you can let someone put a dick inside you or peg you or use toys on you, you should be able to openly communicate with
Very
them.
graphic.
I have to be inclusive.
Yeah, but those things aren't exclusive to relationships.
Not everyone has physical intimacy. I don't know. I guess I can walk that back, but I just think if you've been in a long-term committed relationship with someone, you should be able to communicate with them in
That's
this
different.
regard.
Yes, that makes more sense.
Yeah.